we'll jump up on here and we'll give her the goodies. That'll shut off.
I know.
You want to drive truck? Huh?
No.
No? What the heck? I can't do this anymore? Idle that down. So what you're saying to me is I lost my job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. No big deal. Okay. This corn being a little wetter, when it starts showing up in here on your windows, just offload, because it looks like it came over the back.
Yeah, the buzzer didn't go off.
It didn't go off because we don't have that panel on the auger anymore, that hoop. So it won't fill the front of the bin, it fills the back of the bin first. So being that we've got that panel off, we don't ever get cab corn. You'll never get cab corn. But what we get is engine corn.
Yeah, that's
We get engine corn. So you've got, looks like 25 kernels on the cab is all. And you won't get no more than that. So I should be up here a little faster with that next truck, because I'm gonna shit and get. When you start that next field, just go up on this display. You gotta wait till that's white. Click on that one, and it's gonna be 243 down on the bottom. So if however you want to do it, if you don't want to do the outside, you can stay in the middle. Watch out for your poles. And then the other thing you got to watch out for is backing up, because when you back up and swing, that auger is way off the ass end. So it's better to back into the corn a little bit and go sacrifice the corn. Don't worry about, you know, the little bit of corn. And then always watch your mirror. Make sure that auger is round backside, because if you ever bump that switch, it's coming around on you and you're not going to know it until it's in the frickin' dingweeds. So I'll get back here a little faster. So gotta have my tea. You all set? You all set?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Okay, so she's got, I don't know, maybe by the time we get up there, she'll be just starting that other field, and she'll have this next truck loaded. It looks like she's got, well, I never did look in there. Oh, it's up there, back window of the cab or not. But being that this is a silent corn, she's able to pick off it. And alright, let's get her back to the farm and get her unloaded. Alright, so we have the last little bit of that truckload of corn going in the silo. Christian's unloading that. And Sarah said she's just about got a load on. So we're gonna get this truck up there, come back here with that other one, and then at some point in time we've got to get the other one up there and Christian will ride back with us. We've got some bad news here. This truck, we call it the John Deere truck. It was our first 10-wheeler. It's a Ford L9000. It's a 1995 year model. And we had to put an engine in it here several years ago. It's got 3176 in it. And the engine finally just went kaput. So this truck is no more. We've got some holes through the box. This box we made for this, and oh boy, 99 maybe. Look, see if I got a date up in there. Oh no, it's 03. So this box is 21 years old, and it is weathered. You can see that the floor is awful thin, and the sidewalls have just about left the channel. It's got a harsh 110 hoist on it, and I think we're just gonna cut it up and send it in for scrap. It's kind of sad, but the well, let's walk around the other side here. The driver door is just about non-existent. The glass is broke out of it, and it is a miserable mongrel to run in the wintertime. Usually we use a different truck, but this is hauled every load of feed for the past bunch of years from these lower bunks up to our feed mixing area. So right now truck 15 is doing the job, or it has taken the place of doing the job that truck there was doing. What we're going to do is we're going to take truck 7. We're going to take the box off of 15, which was on truck 10 that we sold last year. We're going to put the box on truck 7, which that truck 7 is a 02 Sterling, and that was the first truck that we had with a manure tank on it. I should still load that load. But at any rate, that had a C10 in it when we bought it, which a C10 is basically updated version of the 3176. So that engine ended up expiring, and Jared put a what the heck did he put in that? He put a C12 in there that came out of a fire truck, and that's got like crazy horsepower. I forget what it is, and that's what we're going to use. Move feet. So they're getting the final parts of the excavation done for that bank there that's in front of barn 9 and barn 10, barn 8. So we'll get to the field and bring back another load of corn. So we've got the second load back there. We're going after the third load, and we'll keep on it. We've got to step up the pace here a little bit so that combine is not waiting. We all know how much of a pain in the ass it is when the chopper's waiting or the combine's waiting. I've been there. So we don't want to keep it wait. So, yeah. Well, we're just getting up here to grab that next load. She's got that truck loaded. And she is starting in on this lower field here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna park this truck right on the edge of this hay field, right next to that cornfield right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back our ass down there and get it situated right where it needs to be. She's doing the headlands on that field. I was going to do that myself, but she did this without a problem. She'll be able to get around that field better than I can. So we'll get this staged and we'll get that load back to the farm, get it set up, going in the silo, and then what we're gonna do is me and Christian are gonna bring up 2 trucks at the same time when she gets this one loaded, and then we'll ride back in this one. It's nice to have 2 trucks in the field, so if you run into a problem, you have 2 in the field, and then if you run into a situation, there's a little bit of a buffer, some buffer time. So we'll leave this stepped back away from the field a little bit so that she doesn't have to squeeze herself by it too much. But we want it close enough to where she can offload onto it from the cornfield. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up and then we're going to back up again. Because what we don't want to put this too close to the actual headland, and the headland, these end rows are going to be coming up about here. So if we put this back far enough, it will be out of the way so that she can come right up to the edge of the field, and we can also get back out of here. So, all right, we'll meet you guys back at the farm. We got to walk on yonder and grab our next load of corn. Christian should be about empty by now. Make sure this grain spout's shut. Oh, we got some little water in it. We gotta dump that out. Been nice if I would have opened that grain door up before we came up here, but it is what it is. Just open the tailgate up a little bit. Let that sloppy crap out. All right. All right, it looks like she's down in that asshole corner, but she should be able to get, boy, it's going to be tight getting all the way around that on one dump, but yeah. Oh well. If she gets to that corner anyway, she can just jog up along the hayfield, come out this one, go down and get on it. I better call her and explain that to her. Oh, I wonder how much we got on this one. Yeah, 20 ton, 25. Yep. Okay, so you might be able to make it, but yeah, if it's too full on you, just jog out in the hayfield, come right across it, come up to this cornfield that you did, jog down it, and then just drive down the edge of the hayfield on the driver's side of that truck and load it right from there. Swing back around and then do a couple of you could do a couple of passes right there if you want. What were you? Were you empty starting that? Okay. So when you're coming into a corner like that, it looks like that might have been planted in a corner. You could have come up to the hayfield and then back up and then hit it a couple of swipes, but always protect that boot that's on your auger. But it looks like you got it. So if it's gonna work, the one problem is I've got that truck too close to the corn for you to be able to offload on it from where you're at. So what you could do is jump over. If you think you're going to be full by the time you get to that truck, jump over 3 rows and leave 3 rows between the truck and you, and then you can offload onto it. And then you could just combine to the end, turn around, come back through, and get it that way. But don't try to go up alongside. Don't try to go alongside that truck the way you're at, because you're not going to be able to hit it if you want to offload. So, all right. Truck 9's getting unloaded right now. He's got it unloaded. So what we're going to do is give me a little bit of a heads up of when you got that one loaded. I'm going to stick around there unloading this one until that one's loaded, and we're going to bring 2 trucks up at the same time, so that there's always 2 trucks here. And I'll have one on the road, one unloading. So all right, yeah, that's it. Here with load number 3. Everything is working beautifully. Now that's probably gonna be it for what we can do here tonight with what we have for daylight and whatnot. Sarge's pulling out with another load of manure. Now we haven't talked about this truck here at all. But we bought this a little bit ago. Actually, it's about a month ago. This is a 2006 Kenworth C500. Now, the other truck that we have is a C500, but it's slightly different than this one. The C500 that we have is more or less almost got like it's almost like a cross between a T800 and a C5. It's got the one larger headlight on there. This has got two. This has almost got like a 900 hood to it. But this truck I bought at an auction. It came out of Florida. It originated up in Canada, and it's only got 105,000 kilometers on it. So this is a year newer than the C500 that we have, and it's got the better dash in it. So the wheelbase is short, but it's got this 36-inch bunk on it, which we're going to leave the bunk on there. I've probably told too much information on this because we need to make a separate video of getting this truck set up. It's got a 16,000 pound front. It's got 52,000, or is it 46,000 pound rears? I don't know. But it's got two steering boxes on it, whereas the other C500 that we have only has one on the left side, and that has a 16,000 front. Basically got the same bumper on it as the other one, and this one doesn't have a lick of rust on it. Nothing on there. Now they went around it with a spray paint can. I mean, you got a little bit of scalage right here. They went around it with a spray paint can and didn't do it any justice. You know, they didn't even cover up the hood. They just sprayed flat black on this bumper and got it all over the hood and everything else. Now, this Calfrac, they are in Calgary, Canada. They're in the States here a little bit, and they're also in Argentina. This truck doesn't appear to have been in the salt at all, but it seems pretty sound. It's just a single frame, but it is the heavy webbed frame. It has the Primax suspension in it, and we'll do a whole video on this truck. But that's where we're going to leave off with you guys here on this video. What we're gonna do is get this load off, and Christian and I will take two trucks to the field at the field at the same time here, and we'll get her done.